Dust swirled high outside Red Dust Ranch. Margaret Hale gripped her chair. Her chest hurt bad today. The drought had killed half her cows. No rain for months. Her kids, Tom and Lila, yelled from the porch. They wanted her land now. "Mom, sell it! We're starving!" Tom shouted.
Before we continue, if you are new on this channel,
please click on the like button and subscribe for more interesting stories.
Let's continue.
Margaret, 65 and weak, stared at the door. She coughed hard. Her goal was clear: save the ranch or lose it all to her greedy son and daughter. They eyed her money like hawks. If she died broke, they'd get nothing. But family ties meant everything. Or did they? A knock shook the door. Hard and fast. Margaret stood slow. Her hands shook. "Who comes in this storm?" She opened it. A tall man stood there. Handsome face, 25 years old. Dust covered his hat and boots. "Name's Jack Reed," he said. "I'm a horse trainer. Lost my way in the dust. Got any water?" Margaret let him in. Jack's eyes were kind but sharp. He looked strong. Her ranch needed that. Horses were dying too. Tom and Lila rushed inside. "Who's this stranger, Mom?" Lila snapped. Her face twisted mad. "He's Jack. He'll train our horses," Margaret said. Simple as that. Tom laughed mean. "We can't pay him. Ranch is done." Jack smiled. "I work for food and a bed. Drought hit me too." Margaret nodded. Stakes were high. Lose the ranch, lose freedom. Keep it, gain life. Days passed fast. Jack fixed fences. He saved 3 sick horses, watered what he could from the dry well. Margaret watched him. Her heart beat stronger. Tom whispered to Lila, "He's after her money. Watch him." Lila nodded. Greed burned in their eyes. One night, wind howled. Margaret felt weaker. She called Jack to her room. "I'm dying," she whispered. "Kids want the ranch sold, but I love it." Jack knelt. "Marry me, Margaret. I'll save this place. Together." Her eyes widened. Love or a trick? But his touch felt real. Next morning, the ranch preacher came. Secret wedding, no guests. Margaret said yes. Jack kissed her soft. Rings on fingers. Done. Her health? Suddenly, strength flooded back. She stood tall. What secret did Jack know? Tom burst in first. Door slammed. "Mom, what is this?" He saw the rings. Lila screamed behind him. "You married him? That boy? He'll steal our inheritance." Tom grabbed Jack's shirt. "Get out, thief!" Fists ready. Margaret stepped forward, strong now, no cough. "He's my husband. Or ranch is ours!" Lila cried. "You're crazy! Sick! He'll kill you for the land!" Stakes clear. Kids lose millions if Jack stays. Family breaks forever. Jack stayed calm. "I love her. Back off!" Tom swung a punch. Jack dodged. Dust flew. Margaret yelled, "Stop!" But Tom roared, "We saw your pact, the paper you signed." Pact? Margaret froze. What paper? Her kids knew something. Jack's face changed, a hint of fear. Tom pulled a crumpled note from his pocket. "This! You two planned it all!" Tom waved the paper wild. Lila grabbed Margaret's arm. "Read it, Mom! He's tricking you!" The room spun with shouts. Jack stepped back. His calm face cracked. Margaret snatched the note, her hands steady now. No shake. Words jumped out. Simple ink. Jack Reed and Margaret Hale agree. Marry quick. Share ranch full. Jack brings secret water fix. Margaret gives half land forever. Secret water fix? What did that mean? Kids glared. Stakes higher. If true, ranch saved. But family trust gone. "Lies?" Jack yelled. "Tom, you spied?" Tom smirked. "Found it in your saddlebag. You're 25. She's old. You want her money." Lila nodded fast. "Divorce him, Mom, before he ruins us." Margaret felt power surge, her back straight, cough gone. "How?" She looked at Jack. "Tell truth." Jack sighed deep. Okay, I know a spring, hidden under rocks, 2 miles off. Drought hit it. I fix pump, water flows, ranch lives. Tom laughed. Liar, prove it. Margaret made a choice. We go now, all of us. Dust storm raged outside. They saddled horses, 4 riders into wind. Jack led. Lila whispered to Tom, if water real, we lose half. Tom gripped reins tight. Then we stop them. Trail hard, rocks sharp. Horses slipped, 1 hour gone. Jack stopped at cliff edge. Here! He pointed down, dry ground, no water. Kids cheered. Fake! Lila spat, but Jack grabbed a shovel from his pack, dug fast. Dirt flew, 5 minutes. Ground wet. Then water bubbled, clear and cold. Spring alive. Margaret gasped. It's true! Strength hit her harder. She breathed easy, first time in years. Jack smiled. Old Indian trick, rocks shift in drought. I learned young. Tom's face turned red. Half the ranch? No! He charged Jack. Fists flew. Lila screamed. Margaret jumped in. Stop! It's my land! Punch landed on Jack, blood on his lip, but Jack fought back smart, dodged and pushed Tom down. Dust settled. Tom stood, eyes mean. We tell Judge, marriage fake, inheritance ours. Lila nodded. You're not well, Mom. We save you. But Margaret laughed, first real laugh. Feel this? She flexed her arm, strong like young. I'm healed. Kids stared. How? Secret pact worked. But what full secret? Back at ranch, night fell. Cows drank deep. Hope sparked. Jack bandaged his cut. They won't quit. Margaret nodded. Family or ranch? Next day, rain clouds gathered. First in months. Jack fixed pipes. Water poured to fields. Grass peaked green. Neighbors came. Margaret, you're a witch, they joked, but kids plotted quiet. Tom met a lawyer in town. How to break a will? Lila cooked dinner? Poison in mind? No, smarter. She slipped to Margaret's room, found a box, old letters, one from Jack's past. He's married before? Lila whispered, shook the paper. Margaret walked in strong. What you got? Lila hit it fast. Nothing, Mom. But eyes lied. Tension thick. Jack outside, hammering fence. Heard whispers. Grabbed his gun quiet. Dinner tense, plates clinked. Tom said, Sell now, Mom, before more tricks. Margaret shook head. No, we're building empire. Lila smirked. Empire? With him? Crash. Window broke. Masked man burst in. Gun drawn. Money! Now! Robber from Badlands. Kids screamed. Jack dove. Shots fired. Margaret grabbed a chair. Smashed it on the man. Strength wild. He fell. Jack tied him, but robber laughed. Your kids paid me. To scare you. Make you sell. Betrayal hit. Tom and Lila pale. Caught. Robber tied tight. Rope bit his wrists. He grinned at Tom and Lila. They paid gold coins. Wanted chaos. Forced sale. Margaret stared at her kids. Heart broke sharp. You? My own blood? Tom looked down. Lila cried fake tears. We had to, Mom. Jack kicked the robber's boot. Talk. Who else? Man spat dirt. Just them. Hired me in saloon. Stakes final. Family destroyed or ranch saved forever? Margaret felt rage hot, but strength held her up. No fall now. Sheriff rode up fast. Dust trail long. Neighbors buzzed. Heard shots. Sheriff took robber. Jail for him. Kids, you confess? Tom yelled. No! Jack tricked us. Lila pointed. His pact. It's evil. Margaret grabbed the crumpled paper. This pact saved us. She waved it high, all eyes on her. Time for truth. Key moment here. Kids expected weak Mom, but she stood tall. Voice boom. Listen all! Flashback quick. Weeks back, Margaret alone, dying slow. Doctor said days left. Then Jack came, not chance. He whispered secret first night. I know your illness. My ma had it. Spring water heals. Pure minerals. Drink daily. She gasped then. How know me? Jack pulled letter. Her old doc wrote him. You're famous ranch queen. I trained horses here as boy. Loved you secret. Pack born, marry for legal power, share land fair. Water heals her. Ranch booms. Kids gaped. Tom. Heels, lies. Margaret drank from new spring bucket. Right there. Taste it. They did. Lila coughed. Strong. But truth sank. No trick. Real fix. Rain poured now. Hard sheets. Wells filled. Cows lowed happy. Grass exploded green. Jack smiled wide. Empire starts. Margaret nodded. But kids, you tried kill it. Tom fell knees. Sorry, Mom. Greed blinded. Lila sobbed real. Forgive? Margaret paused. Decision forced? Lose them forever? Or heal family too? Sheriff cuffed kids light. Jail short. Learn lesson. But Margaret stopped him. No. Work the ranch. Earn back trust. Half land stays packed. Other half, you build. Transformation hit. Kids nodded slow. On eyes changed. Jack hugged Margaret. We did it. She kissed him. Love real. Young heart in old body. Strong now. Months flew. Red Dust Ranch grew. Cattle thousands. Wealthiest in territory. Water trucks sold to neighbors. Margaret ran it sharp. Jack trained best horses. Kids worked hard. Tom fixed machines. Lila sold beef in town. One night, stars bright. Family dinner, no guns, laughter. Tom raised glass. To pact. Lila smiled. And second chances. Margaret looked at Jack. Our secret saved all. But wait. Old letter in Lila's hand? From Jack's past wife? She slipped it away. Secret hint. Family healed, or new storm? Ranch thrived. Empire real. Love won dust.